Okay, so I was working on my fly LED stuff and I cut a hole in my thing there. You see my little hole? It's not done. And the reason why it's not done is because I don't want to put it in there and still have to fit it and get all of the stuff so it actually hooks on the end of my wing. So I stopped doing that and I was like, I need to finish it. I got all excited about the fly LED stuff. I need to put that on hold while I finish these things. Then I can actually do it. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm cutting out the edge of this so I can prepare it for getting it on there. So that's what I'm doing.
Howdy everybody, welcome back. This is the first video for the wing tips, and they are fiberglass and they are fun to work with. I do have a couple of videos on like the empennage fairings that I will probably get to at some point, but as you can tell, the fiberglass cutting is not the healthiest in the world, and so I am wearing my PPE. So I have a breathing mask and then some glasses, some safety glasses that kind of try to help protect my eyes and lungs from the fiberglass dust. And I do a lot of talking in the video, so not a whole lot of voiceovers in this particular one, so I will start my joke early. So why can't you hear a psychiatrist using the bathroom? Because the P is silent. Oh, that's a dirty joke. My wife would say that's a dirty joke. I thought it was funny. But for the wingtips, they're a lot of put it on, see where it fits, see where you need to sand it down or take some more material off. Go take some more material off, put it back on, see where you need to remove it again, go put it back on, remove some, put it back on, remove some. It's a very tedious process. You won't see a whole lot of the back and forth. I do cut a lot of that out, and I don't necessarily show it for both sides. So you'll see sometimes I'll be working, I think I have 4 videos of the wingtips. Sometimes I'll be working on the left side, sometimes the right.
Okay. Fiberglass it is a thing. Golly. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this situated and drill the holes so I can cleco it in there so that I can move the aileron back and forth and make sure I have clearance, and then I could mark it so I make sure I have the same amount of clearance the entire way down the vertical part of this edge of the aileron. So, because it says I should have, let me tell you, I want to say it's 3/16, but I'm not sure. 3/8 maybe? A 3/16 inch gap. So I need 3/16 of an inch. And so I've cut it down a little bit, enough that it'll fit in there, and I can do these, and then it's probably right close to where my line is, but I want to be able to mark it and know exactly where it needs to be instead of cutting it too much and then having different sizes on each wing. I want them to be the same gap. So that's what is next, is drilling some of these holes. But I think I'm going to clean up because it smells and I'm itchy and I want a bath. Okay, so I know I said I was going to go get in the shower because I was a mess and I was itchy, and I am still, but I got to, and this happens all the time when you're building an airplane, is you get started on a project and you just don't want to stop. So I didn't stop, and so what I've been doing is attaching the wingtip fairing to the wing and making sure it's lined up. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty doggone lined up. And I've got a lot of them in. But what I did is I took a piece of tape and put it along the edge where it needed to go so I could kind of see it, because my black marker that I marked it with was really hard to see with even with the lights. I have pretty good lights and it's still hard to see. So I marked it with the tape, and it's actually looking really doggone good. And the 3/16 here, it needs shaved down a little bit more, but it's not bad on this side, and this side is not bad up here, but then I need to shave it a little bit down here. But that's pretty much it for that guy. So all I'm doing is drilling out the holes, putting the cleco in, drill out the next one. So there you go.
And I have found with most things, even like the trailing edges, I know I've showed you this, I go back and forth. So a couple on one side, couple on the other side. It seems to even things out and make things line up a little bit better.
And I did use the ratchet strap method, and it worked pretty well. So I recommend that, just FYI.
I will agree with myself. The ratchet strap did work pretty well, and it held it pretty well. Gave you kind of an extra set of hands. The other tip I would say is use bright colored tape on that edge so you can see it. My garage is pretty bright, but it was still hard to see. So use a bright tape to mark it.
Perfect. God, good. And now I'm working on the nut plates for the edge here. All the nut plates are on. Those are pretty standard, but the countersink for the skin piece, let me show you where that is. Where is it? Here it is. So that's the dimple, right? For the, hey, no. No barking. So that's the dimple for, that is in the actual skin here. The number 6 dimple. Right? And so this needs to fit on there. And so this is my little tester to make sure it fits how it's supposed to, and it fits gorgeous, I might add. Perfectly in there. But what I did is, because there's this little lip right here, this little lip kind of where it fits inside the thing, this lip. I don't know if you can see it there. So what I did is I put this on there so that this and this are at the same, it's just a piece of aluminum, so it's at the same height, level across, so that my countersink, when I put it on there, is level and not skewed to one side. So here, I'll show you. And it doesn't really matter if it's lined up, it'll get lined up. And I'm using the number 40 countersink because it fits inside the nut plate. It'll actually go down inside there, and it'll keep it perfectly lined up in the center. And then you just go boop, and you have a perfect little countersunk hole. So this is just to line it up. If it's off, when you start drilling it out, it will line it back up.
So that is good advice, except you will see me in the next video or the one after that not doing that, and I'll explain that then.
Here, and I'll show you what happens, why this little piece is important. No. So one I just did looks very pretty, right? All of these look very pretty. When I did not use, where'd that piece go? When I didn't use this, this is what I get right here. Do you see that? Doesn't look near as pretty, does it? It looks kind of ugly. And that's because this guy was tilted, because it tilts this way. Do you see? So that's perpendicular, but when you set it on there, it tilts it this way, and it tore that stuff up. So that's why I have that piece.
And that's pretty much it. As always, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or want to share any advice, please feel free to do so. Talk to you later. See ya.